Hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying this little Pico mountain view. This clip and all the following clips are from May. We had a very long and very cold spring here on the island, so while we were renovating, this was our view of Pico mountain full of snow. And now I hope you enjoy the video. We left off with dismantling the furniture and just getting to know the house really, because it was still full of all the old furniture and we had to figure out what we could do, what we couldn't do, what the first steps were going to be, and that is where I left you off. We also got rid of the plastic tiles on the floor and had discovered that the floor was not to be saved, and dismantled a bunch of furniture, but there was still a lot to do. The chaos really just began back then, as you can see here. And I promised to talk more about the hole in the old living room and why it became such a blessing for us. And I will do that today, but first I need to show you what is actually underneath. And underneath is a full basement under one part of the house. And as you can see, it has an earth floor. You can access this basement through this mysterious door in one of the bedrooms. And I will show you more about what happened with that hole and that basement in a little bit, but first I went to Germany, and when I came back the house looked like this. The first walls had been ripped out and everything was so messy, but it was so great to finally see progress happening. And here you can see my partner removing some more of the walls. You can see the structure of the wall, or of some of the walls. Some of them were cement blocks and some of them were wood with a cement coating. And in order for the cement coating to stick to the walls, back in the day when the house was built, people used human hair to make it stick, which is equally fascinating and a little bit weird that we had so much human hair in our hands from people who have long passed. And also we discovered that the floor is very unsafe, but more on that in future videos. This is what it looked like after removing the walls, so much better. And now we're talking about the hole, which has grown, as you can see, because we threw all of the wall pieces, all of the cement from the walls down into the hole and into the basement. You can see in some of the clips that there is a part of the basement that already has a cement floor, and then there was a big step down, and that is where the earth floor was, and that is what we filled up with the rubble, which is perfect because we were able to use the garbage and also to create a base layer for the cement, which makes the whole situation more earthquake safe once we pour cement on top and make it an actual floor. But like this, the earth underneath can move and the house doesn't break and the floor doesn't break. Hi and welcome to what is going to be our future living room / guest room / my office. You are standing right now where the wall used to be. We are standing next to the front door. If you saw the empty house tour, I know it was confusing, but if you saw the empty house tour, you have an idea where you are right now and where I am right now. You might also recognize the thing behind me. This here is the mysterious closet that we couldn't open. That wasn't actually a closet, it's just a hole in the wall. I'm standing again in front of a wall that no longer exists. You're again pretty much in the same spot next to the front door, and here used to be a wall and there used to be the bathroom. As I told you in the last video, that was the last you were going to see of that bathroom, and you did. The bathroom used to be right here, and there used to be another guest room over there. This is pretty much the only wall that we kept, that we didn't really touch yet. No, just kidding. This wall is actually probably going to be the only wall that is like staying the way it is, and a part of the back wall also. The rest is really moving because, as you saw in the first video, while this house has a lot of history and was kind of cute and, you know, like everything had its reason why it was the way it was not at all what we wanted it to be. But the first time we came here, we already had so many ideas what we could make out of this space, while still honoring its history and yeah, everything about this house. And yeah, that's what we're currently doing. And it starts with making a huge mess, as you can see behind me and all around me. But it was a rough start to get to this point, and we wish we were already much further ahead. We lost an entire month of time waiting for the first constructor that we wanted to work with. And then at the end we found out he had broken his leg, which was unfortunate, but he could have just said so. Anyway, then we looked for another constructor, and we were super lucky to find someone who now is actually working with us. So now every single Sunday we are working, all of us together, and trying to make the most out of it. But of course, if you only work one day a week, things are going to move much slower than, yeah, we would like, let's be honest. But yeah, we are trying to also work during the week, just the two of us, but we don't have a lot of experience. There's a lot of stuff that we cannot do alone, and also my partner unfortunately has to work full time, and then you sometimes have to eat dinner as well. So like we have like 2 hours-ish per day maximum. We also don't really have light anymore. Like this used to be the electricity cable. We have one lamp that we hung up, and that's pretty much it. And so as soon as it is dark, it's very hard to work in here. We also don't have like a lot of tools, and just it's taking longer than we would like. However, we know that we are still very lucky to even be in this position, because a lot of people in my generation or in our generation could never afford to buy a house, and we also could only afford it because it's here on the island, and because we found a fantastic deal, and because we said we're going to renovate everything by ourselves. And it's a journey, but it is a journey of privilege and frustration equally. So we still have zero regrets. We are super happy with this purchase, even though it looks super crazy right now because everything is torn to shreds. But we are still so happy that this house is ours, and we can already see how it's going to look like when it's done. I cannot show you because it's just up here in my head, but let me tell you, it's gonna be amazing once we're done. We know it's gonna be a very long process until everything is the way we want it to. For now, our priority is to get the kitchen and the bathroom done, and the water and electricity done as fast as possible, so we can move in the beginning of September, because that's when we need to leave our rental apartment. So we really want to move in the beginning of September. That's the plan, that's the timeline. And again, we are much behind, but we are trying our best, and I think it's gonna work out. Even with all the frustrations and everything, I'm still
I'm still so optimistic that everything is going to work out and that everything is going to be amazing, because I can see it, you know, I can see it. That is it with the update for today. I'm pretty sure there will still be some clips that I'm gonna attach to this and some off voice situations, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know the internet is crowded, I know we are all busy, so I'm very grateful that you are spending your time with me. And if you want to support us and our journey and me and this channel, then feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want to support financially, I have a Patreon where you can sign up and you get exclusive updates and like early updates, and like a lot of behind the scenes things are going on over there, and you get a postcard from Pico also from me. So that is that. But you don't have to, of course. It's just an offer. It's just a possibility, and I'm gonna get to work now. Goodbye.
A big part of renovations that most online places will not show you is the cleaning up, because you're constantly making a mess, but you also need the space to continue working. You are constantly cleaning up and cleaning up again and cleaning up some more, because it's this constant cycle of making a mess and cleaning up that mess in order to make a new mess. And yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm collecting all the small wood pieces that have been flying around the house after removing the walls, and because we're trying to reduce our impact on the environment, all of that will be reused as barbecue wood, and in other places maybe the compost or something, but nothing is going to waste.